Do you remember Gaia Online? I sure do. I loved hanging out in the forums when I was younger and playing ZOMG with my friends. Whatever happened to the site, and why do users leave and then come back? Here's a brief history. Started in 2003, the anime-coded and forum-based avatar dress-up game, originally called Go Gaia, became wildly popular in the late 2000s. Due to its flash games, manga, forums, and fun events, Gaia Online got a ton of traction and grew like crazy up to the 2010s. With the turn of the century and a new CEO management team taking over, excitement for the site crashed, along with their user base. Inflation, gold generators, and constantly begging its user base to purchase Gaia Cash with real-life money sunk the Gaia ship. As of 2016, one of the original creators and some of the original art team has gotten the site back and have been fixing a few of the issues plaguing the 2010 to 2015 era. Unfortunately, the user base hasn't come back.
Okay, Z. This is another Gaia is dead video, isn't it?
No, that's not what I'm here to talk about. In fact, Gaia still exists with a user base of about 3,000 active players at any given time in 2026. Here's my experience with coming back to Gaia after being gone from 2010 to 2024. After 14 years, why did I return? Well, ZOMG was nostalgic to me, and I remember the game fondly from my high school days. It was one of the only things I really wanted to do on the site. There are two things that I needed to do before I could fully return, though. The first was signing in. My original email was taken because I had previously used it with an account that I no longer had access to. So I had to find another way in. I just wanted to play ZOMG. Can you see where this is going? Yep, that's how I got my username, because I literally only wanted to play ZOMG in that moment. Once I got a new account, I had to figure out what was actually new. So I headed over to the Returning to Gaia thread on the forums after exploring around the site a bit. This thread has all the new things that may have been missed when I was away, including the new avatar chat, access to ZOMG, the revival of jigsaw puzzles, and more. There's also information about items, gold, and Gaia Cash that can be useful for anyone who is returning like I was. Now that I was fully back and caught up on what happened while I was gone, I could play ZOMG. So why should anyone return to Gaia Online? The admin team seems like they care about the site, and they are slowly bringing back games that people once loved, like the online MMO ZOMG, which you can see being played above. Jigsaw, with challenging puzzles that change each week and give bonus platinum for completion. Fishing, whose community is currently bouncing back. Towns. Yes, that's right. Towns 1 and 2 are still active. And Rally, which is a car racing game. While I'm unsure if the racing aspect is still working, I do know that you can still chat with your friends. While there are still some issues with the site itself, most of those are fixed within 24 hours, and new items are getting pushed out all of the time. The user base isn't there anymore, which means there's a smaller pool of people to hang out with. However, the site is far from dead. I wanted to know more about other users leaving, why they returned, and what on Gaia restored their faith in humanity. I put a forum out for other players in the ZOMG community, and with the help of Discord admins who run the Kamala and ZOMG Fire servers, this is what I received. Out of 16 people who were polled, 81% were members who started from 2006 to 2010. 87.5% of users had left Gaia at some point and come back, with many saying that friends were what actually brought them back into the site. Fishing, ZOMG, towns, friends, and avatar building are among their favorite parts of Gaia's site. When it comes to Gaia and the restoration of faith in humanity, user Jamilier Jeff states, I've seen a lot of content on Gaia that reminds me of the good in people, especially stories about kindness, growth and people supporting each other. Even with some negativity out there, there's still so much good in humanity. Manasa95 said, Gaia has so many kind, helpful users, and many sometimes go out of their way to make you feel a part of the site and games. Another user, Gothor Salvatore, responded, when Mabdoc, a ZOMG developer, passed away, everyone that could showed up to commemorate his memory and shared many of their experiences with him. That genuinely lifted my spirits. Also asked if there's anything else that I should know for my video, and Luz said, Gaia Online has always struck me as a safe space for a diverse and queer community with an anti-fascist stance, which has shown me how nice a stable, neutral public community can be. While Gaia isn't all sunshine and rainbows, there are still great parts of the site. I have to know, would you come back to Gaia or join Gaia for the first time? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you don't want to tell me that, leave me a comment that says mango so the algorithm picks this video up. I want to thank the amazing ZOMG community for their responses on this, with a special shout out to Familiar Jeff, Smell You Later, Manasa95, Gothor, Ak, and everyone who helped make this video come alive. I wouldn't have been able to do this without all of you. If you'd like to see more YouTube content about ZOMG or Gaia Online, feel free to give this video a like, comment, and a share. You can also visit my amazing Discord mod Chelsea Cheese YouTube channel to see what she's been up to in ZOMG and beyond. A link to Gaia, my ZOMG YouTube channel, and Cheese YouTube channel are all in the description below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, stay safe, and be kind to each other. I'll see you all next time. Bye!